Wednesdays.
I thought I was starting off the new year with a mistake. But anyway, you couldn't hear me, you couldn't see me because I took myself down from the stage. I took myself down from the stage. So starting off with a bang, starting off imperfect, starting off messy. I keep wanting to look at the screen, and I just got to remember to look over here at the camera. I wish I could play and see my comments, but anyway, I don't think I need it. I can see them up here as well. But hey, I'm gonna go over digital remote virtual events versus in real person events. Talk about and discuss where they actually came from. If you came from me before you saw black, my bad. I came on starting hot with me off the stage. You couldn't hear me, you couldn't see me, but now you can hear me. Hopefully, you can hear me and see me. And I'm be talking about some few things about real advantages of in-person events, the powerful pros of digital remote events, the honest disadvantages of both real life examples, my personal preference, get to at the end here later on. And two more things, tips to thrive in either format, and Q&A if there's any of y'all stick around here in the live, but talking about events, whether virtual like this, YouTube or Zoom, more very popular, made by the pandemic, of course. And why things are going seem to be popular going back in person. Starting with advantages. Look, let's start out with the first live of the year. Positives of in person or virtual events. In person, and we're learning a bunch of this now, as again, we missed a lot of it for about 5 years or so when everyone, and there's still today, still people don't want to come back in person. There's still those people who rather be behind the screen, not dealing with crowds, not dealing with too many people, and they just don't want to deal with crowds. And that's okay. And as you see towards the end, when I share my preference, and then let's now talk about what the positives about in person. I'm trying to convince that person that doesn't like the crowds why you should go in person. There's nothing like getting the real body language right in front of you, sitting, eye contact, looking at a person face to face, physically face to face, not just screen face to face. Instead of you're looking at a lens or a screen, you're actually face to face. Or if you're sitting like stage side at a concert or something, and you're like front row seats, event, live event, in person event at front row, front and center stage. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Loud music, all that. Nothing like it. So let's move to a virtual event. I've seen the good of both. I've seen some disadvantage of both, but we're on the good of. I'm going like staying the disadvantage now of virtual. Talking about an advantage so far. Advantage of virtual. Right off the bat, you can connect with anyone. Like there's no limit as far as your bandwidth will allow. Your computer, internet speed, service bandwidth, whatever that will allow. That's your limit. Like if it falls within that limit, then that's what you have, and it usually pretty much allows a lot. It allows just allows. Let's throw in some little soft background music before I continue here. Usually like to do that. Sometimes I just forget. Where is that music? Background music. Gonna throw in a little. Do I like that one? Now we'll talk about the advantages of virtual. And it allows you to connect with everyone. You can, from the comfort of your room, home, office, don't have to leave the house. Another advantage, it takes you about a minute, or as much time as it takes you to open up your computer, sign on to Zoom or whatever software you use. It takes about a minute to 5 minutes. Versus driving, it could take 15, 20, 30, 40, an hour just to drive there. So you have to allow driving time for in person. Again, benefits to both. Virtual is essentially cut out the driving. So next up, if any more advantage to virtual or in person, let me know. Interested to hear what you guys always have to say as well. What you like about in-person events. What you like about virtual events here, like you're on YouTube. Powerful pros of digital remote events. Powerful pros. I one thing I learned in the past, like, is the ability to like Zoom, especially. I've learned so much in hosting Zoom events. I've learned so much, and like how to make like super powerful Zoom meetings, Zoom events, like with music and effects, special effects, just in Zoom. And yeah, it's easier to add all that within that and everything. Hello, Lucy Warren's World. Hello. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Welcome to first live of the year. Talking about disadvantages and advantages of digital virtual events and in-person events. Comparing, contrasting both of them. Chime in if you can. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Hope everyone has had the happy holidays. Powerful pros of digital remote events. I was on accessibility from anywhere, lower costs, travel, not really needed virtually, recorded sessions. That's some of the stuff I have down here listed. Global audiences. Yeah, again, you can connect halfway around the world. You connect around the world. Honest disadvantages. Exhausting in person. Exhausting, expensive, logistically tough. Digital can sometimes feel less real. Talking about the digital sense, or lead to Zoom fatigue in the digital realm. Real life example I have here from transformative Toastmasters. Don't talk about my experience with setting up hybrid contests in Toastmasters when we had to still offer online events. think my chair is falling apart. We had to offer like online events due to the pandemic, and no one was doing it. And I stepped up as usual. That was me, and I offered to do my thing, create online digital event, and we wanted to like bring people in person, but we still needed to offer the online opportunity. We need to offer that online thing. So I offered to add in the ability to have online contestants compete with in-person contestants. Now, whether you think it was fair, what one person was online, one person was in person, besides the point. The fact that we had to offer the ability for people to stay home, compete online still. But if they wanted to come in person, we more than welcomed that. And I helped the district here in the Dallas area become, I think, the first, and hosted the first hybrid Toastmaster speech contest. District 50 Toastmasters shout out. Anyone's listening, I know some of you got that email. If you're listening, shout out. Toastmasters, can't say too much about Toastmasters. Like everything, like a bunch of things that I've been a part of last several years has been huge for me. Yeah, Toastmasters. What else do I have about Toastmasters? Meetings, amazing, both in person and virtual. So we have hybrid clubs, we have in-person clubs, we have online clubs only, and there's the choice and everything that it gives people. I mean, sometimes if they have to stay in the office but they want to take their lunch hour break and get some Toastmasters experience in while they eat lunch or anything like that. Yeah, that was a plus to getting the hybrid and online in, to allow people to not have to travel and leave their place of work, and they can have the best of both worlds. So I keep losing my place here. Toastmasters, I'm right there. Now I know where I'm at again. Different depending on the format. Emotional intelligence training. I mentioned emotional intelligence training. That's where I learned how to host a powerful Zoom, like with music, and how you can really organize every part of like a meeting, like behind the scenes, using like Google Docs. Everyone is in Google Doc. You get these scripts, you can see registration, who's supposed to be in the trainings and everything, all edited live so everyone can see where everyone's at. So a lot of things I learned about hosting Zoom sessions. A lot of people, a lot of things there. So I mentioned here, amazing both in person and virtual, to from Toastmasters to emotional intelligence trainers that hit differently depending on the format. All right, so now we're about 15 minutes in, and I've mentioned it a little bit, and there's the, again, we're comparing virtual events with in-person events, or when we meet in the middle, we call them a hybrid event. And that is my preference. I love the hybrid event. Why? Because, I said, it's the best of both worlds. You get in person, which I like. And I also like that you get the online. Also, I like tech, so it fits me perfect. And I can usually be in person setting up tech. So I'm the one usually setting up that hybrid part. So that fits me, that fits my style of human that I want to be like, and that fits me who I want to be. So hybrid is the way for me. Hybrid gives that choice, gives you the choice. What if you want to come in person, if you want to come via a virtual link that you can come on Zoom or WebEx or the millions of remote online platforms that is available today, thanks in large part to the pandemic. And these existed before the pandemic, but they took off because so many people had the need to work, meet, and do their meetings virtually. And that took off during the pandemic. But because of that, I'd say hybrid is the way, because there are people who want all three. There are people who want the choice of hybrid. There are people who want to be only in person. And there are still people today that only want online virtual. And you can't really take away any of these options because you don't know who's or which unless they tell you, like, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And you can't really take that away because I know it's not about making people like happy with that, because it's hard to do. That's very hard to do. It's very hard to make everyone happy, but hybrid gets close to that. It's still online. It's still maybe the people online see the people in person. They're like, you guys are crazy. Or the people in person see the people online and say, come join, feel our warmth. It can be said both ways. How the little battle between the online world and the physical world. I've done videos comparing, and it's essentially the same thing, except there's obviously differences. There are different things, but can you hear us? I don't know. Should I be able to hear you? Seeing some of these comments here. I was just talking about digital versus in-person events. Is my mic working? My StreamYard says my mic is working. Can you hear us? I don't know what that means. Sophia, wife of Yosin. Hello, welcome to the first live of the year. Thank you for coming. Thank you for jumping in on my channel today. I'm just comparing live versus in-person events. So, like, if you can help me out there, like, can you hear us? What do you mean? Like, I don't think, unless I drop a link and you can, like, jump on live with me, but I don't think I have it set up where I can hear people of the chat. I can see your comments. I can see, but all I hear is my music playing and my voice that's in my ears. That's about all I can hear. But can you see the message? Yes, I can see your messages. Yes, I see them right here. In the vertical, they show up. I can put them on top of the video there. Thanks for joining, jumping on. What is your preference? Live in person, live virtual, or do you like both types of events? I am having a great day. What you like to the events that you like to participate in? Anyone wants to chime in the chat here? What is your favorite preference of type of event. I can't type. Of type of event. Hybrid. Online, virtual, or in person. Gen X in the house. Hello. Welcome to my first live of the year. I've been taking December, parts of November off, doing a few videos here and there, but I'm back first live of the year. Jumping in. What is your okay? So that was me. I asked that question. What would you say to the world if they can hear you? I don't know. I kind of am right now. You want? I have a lot of stuff planned for this new year. Doing a lot of like personal development, yeah, but like people who I was listening to for years past. I was for the first year I was sitting in on some that 2-day brainstorming sessions, strategy sessions. Today was goal setting and everything. Yeah, good to see you, Gen X. Missed the creating change group here. Hope we get some things flying back in. Hope everything's okay with you and Jimena and everything. Heard some of the stuff going on there. But yeah, I have a few things I want to I have up in my sleeve here that I'm planning. I kind of look sad. Well, it's the first day back. If anything, I should be feeling relaxed. But if I look sad, okay, maybe. Huh. Okay. Let's see. What can I say? I want to finish what I was saying here. Tips to thrive in either. Practical advice if you're tech hesitant, introverted. Before I get too far into the other way here. Introverted or just want deeper connections without burnout. So I've done a lot more, have more experience with the virtual Zoom. As I said before, I've got a lot of experience working with Zoom. And the one thing that one thing in Zoom, a lot of you probably familiar with, if you're ever familiar with Zoom, is the waiting room. I don't like that waiting room. Turn that off. It just gets too much in the way for me. It's good if you need it for something, but just for me, if it's me, I turn that thing off. Waiting room. Sometimes it's good because you can have a little control when people enter and everything, so it's good for that way. But it's another thing. Plan your event, whether it's virtual or in person. Plan your event. Don't script it 100%, but plan the segments, plan the sections. Are you gonna have music? Have a music playlist and have a designated DJ to play music during spots when there's going to be breaks. Or maybe you plan the music to have thinking music, or know what type of music you want to play during certain times. Is it soft? Is it loud? Is it and have a plan for music. Have a plan to keep people engaged when there's no talking. Have breaks. Use breakout rooms as well. That's powerful, especially when you get a lot of people into a meeting. Use breakout rooms, because when you disperse and you can break up 100-person meeting into 100 divided by 5, so that would give you about 20 rooms. They say when you can break out into smaller groups, it gives each one 5 people in a group to each share. So breakout rooms. If anything is stressing you out, just have fun. stressing me out. Oh, I just love going live here. Hope we find like a live partner here that comes back on and do something at night here. I think I know someone, but so they said they missed doing it, and so hopefully maybe bring them back. I meant to like ask them, say, hey, I'm doing this live later. Feel free, you're welcome to come on and join this live. I forgot to do that though. Next time I'll do. But yeah, I want to get into some more powerful Zoom stuff. Thanks for being here, Sophia, Gen X. Yeah, thanks for being here. Thank you. Whew. All right. So is that what I wanted to get to? Powerful. We're in the powerful tips to thrive. Now, when you're in person, have like a designated audio board, microphones, especially if it's a bigger stage area. If it's a smaller one, then maybe just a simple Zoom to make it hybrid. Because you always want to keep in mind, like, if people want hybrid, if someone can't make they can't drive 30 minutes to downtown, or I think I hate to say it, but I don't know. I hope you have a great day. Well, hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining here. Thank you. Come back anytime. Ask a question if you want, or what else do you want to see from me in the future? I have plans to let's just say starting a network here, bringing some content to battle some stuff that we've been seeing over the course of bad news, and I want to flip that. And I'll say more in the coming events, videos, days. I'll say more to that. I want to do some good, like, unique posts, and I want to do that. But, like, should I say it here now? Good news. I guess I just did. I want to bring the good news. I want to bring good news, not shock news, not outrage, not bait. JX Brother C6I, hello. Welcome, thanks for joining. What is your preference? In-person, virtual events? What is your preference? Comment in chat. What let me know. Comment in the chat. What do you like as far as events goes? Let me know. Have you ever heard of like Toastmasters or a place for like public speaking, learning to public speak? Yeah. Kind of paying attention to the chat. I can't open the event in my phone. Is there a simple way to get this open? If I can do that, then I can like look straight at the camera and not have to go off to the side here. It doesn't let you open live events on the phone. That's weird. And it's been doing that. There's another way here. Anyway, FR Legend. Hello. Wafirama. Hello. Thanks for joining. But for real, that means you like for real in real life. Yeah, there's good advantages, disadvantages to both. I like them both. I like hybrid. I like online. I like in real person, physical events. Well, now am I talking UFC? The in-person events. Let's just say that in-person events. Yep, all good stuff there when you can meet in person. But again, like if sometimes you can, if you can only make a Zoom. I'm sure that's happened at least once or twice. Where Zoom is more, it's convenient. You don't have to travel too far. On Android, looks like a different language. Is your monitor? Yeah. What? Tell me a little more about what you mean there. And, yeah. But yeah, I told you a little bit what's to come. I want to like make these special posts. I was thinking about pushing back this live to Monday, but I pushed it back to like late 10, 11 Eastern. So I still did it tonight, just a little later than I was initially planning. Glad I still did it tonight. First live back. Maybe I'll find my live partner to come back to talk about things again and talk about some stuff that's happening. There's a lot apparently that happened in the last day or so in the news. And again, not that I want to go into the bad news, but it's good to talk about, good to be informed. But if you have any other things, or thank you all for joining me today to hear about virtual events and in-person events as the first live back in 2026. More to come. Let's see if I can get this set up here. And I'm gonna open up. I have a music video to create. I'm working on another one with a team. That's a fun day for another video clip. I'll tell that in the next video. Manifestation. You ever heard of manifestation? Well, I put something on my vision board and it just teased it a little bit. And that exact thing is happening. Seemingly like it's happening right now. More to come on that. That's a video, maybe Monday. More to come on that. Look forward to that. I'm gonna play this to shout out to my creating change guy, all that community there, creating change community. Shout out to them. I'm going to wrap it up here. Enjoy the song that I created a little while ago, and I'll say goodnight for now. But yeah, manifestation video. That's a great story I have. That's a great story I have. That'll be the next video. See you then. Enjoy this music video.
Got a fire in my soul, yeah, it's burning bright. God band, he told me just to follow the light. But well, I heard the people singing with all their might. So I hit the ground running, and I ran all night. And we sang, run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. I ran into my family, and I ran into my friends, and I ran into people that I didn't know then. And I said to them, hey, I could use a hand. And then I ran and I ran, and I ran and I ran, and we sang, run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. They say it's dangerous out there, but not if we're all here. If we're together, we can run without fear. They say it's dangerous out there, but not if we're all here. If we're together, we can run without fear. Well, the children and the elders and the strangers and the neighbors and the doctors and the teachers and the farmers and the bakers and the scientists and builders and the singers and the players and the buskers and the dancers and the dreamers and the painters and the coaches and the helpers and the artists and creators and the yogis and the healers and the preachers and the changers and the people and the planet and the forests and the rivers and the mountains and the oceans and the future and the vision. And the buskers and the patients and the future and the vision. Run, 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 run,